Is weed legal in New York? Expectations versus reality. You may know a lot about New York, but what you don't know is that New York has one of the sternest medical marijuana programs in the country. From helping in the treatment of cancer to managing mental conditions like depression, cannabis has proven to be an effective medication for all age groups. And the beauty of the herb is that you get to choose among thousands of quality strains, each having different flavors, aromas, and effects. Are you a New Yorker and medical marijuana enthusiast? Bingo. And you sure wonder, is marijuana legal in New York? Medical marijuana was legalized in the state of New York in 2014. Most people stayed distant because it was inconvenient, expensive, and time-consuming to go through proper channels for getting recommendations. Although that changed when telemedicine stepped into the medical marijuana paradigm. First, you need to ensure that you qualify to get a medical marijuana recommendation. As per the Assembly Bill 6357, a patient diagnosed with a severe or life-threatening medical condition like cancer, HIV/AIDS, ALS, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's disease, spinal cord nerve injury with intractable spasticity, inflammatory bowel disease, chronic pain, neuropathy, epilepsy, opioid alternative for pain, PTSD, Huntington's disease, and substance use disorder is awarded legal protection under New York's medical marijuana law. In New York, these 14 medical conditions qualify for the use of medical cannabis compared to other states where one can find more than 30. Also, the patients must have one of the following symptoms accompanying their condition: cachexia, severe or chronic pain, severe nausea, seizures, muscle spasms, PTSD, opioid use disorder. You also need to meet the residency criteria for the program to access medical marijuana in New York. You must demonstrate ID proof for residency in the state through a New York State driver's license or a New York State non-driver ID card. Do you meet these criteria? Great! Still pondering, is weed legal in New York? In New York, even the laws related to practitioners are a tad different. Here, physicians, nurse practitioners, and physician assistants can certify medical marijuana recommendations. Now, to get a medical marijuana card in New York, you must seek a medical practitioner registered with the New York State Department of Health's medical marijuana program. With telemedicine, this process has become a lot easier as you can then have a consultation and evaluation without even stepping outside your house. Fill out a simple online application form, and you will be connected with a medical health professional via video call. If they feel that you qualify for a medical marijuana card, then you will receive the recommendation through email within a few minutes. Once you receive this certification, you will need to register with the New York Department of Health to be a valid medical marijuana patient. The certified patients can name up to 2 caregivers, and those who can't give consent, including children, must name at least 1 caregiver. Voila! Now you can get quality medical marijuana strains in New York from a registered organization's dispensing facility. But don't get your expectations too high, because then reality might seem a little less pretty. Medical marijuana is legal in New York, but it is available only in smoke-free and non-food product forms. Yes, you cannot smoke it in New York, but there is a silver lining to it. By doing this, the state wants to ensure the safest delivery methods for the patients like capsules, oral sprays, oils, and vaporization. Now that we have established that medical marijuana is legal in the state, let's talk about recreational marijuana. In August 2019, the long overdue legislation decriminalizing marijuana in New York came into effect. It increased the amount of marijuana you can possess without getting booked with a criminal charge. So, now if you have 2 ounces of marijuana on you, it is considered as a violation and not a crime. Before, if you were only caught with an ounce of marijuana, the fine was $100. But now that has also been lowered to $50. That is good news. Also, cannabis was added to the definition of smoking in the public health law, which essentially means that one cannot smoke marijuana where smoking tobacco is prohibited. So, next time if you decide to light one in a public place, you would likely get a citation but won't be charged with a criminal offense that may go into your record permanently. This changes the marijuana paradigm of the state for the better. Also, in September 2019, a law was passed in New York City that banned testing job applicants for marijuana. Though confined to the city, the impact reached far past its limits. It doesn't go into effect until May 2020, but it gives us hope that the regulations might be a little strict today, but things might change in the future. I think we have answered the question, is cannabis legal in New York? So, if you still have any queries, comment in the section below.